Yo abusia and then today we are going to talk about the three key institutions in the modern study of spirituality. Me pese obia ento nebo na on taking the time na ontie and the episode because me kanyansa kasa because like I said in the morning platform is going through something internationally. Sisi de yapa local fight ho. Enti sisi akasa meka nyina meka but meka ni nyina nyansa kwan so e de ama. So three keys be a me pese me release and answer me expose my na yehwe nwasem na yebeka. Today we are going to dig deeper into what is called Trinity. In actual fact, we are going to talk about ancient witchcraft, magicians, and what they have to do with religion. We are going to talk about, like I said, Trinity, but we will look into Trinity and have different phases and different levels. When you mention the word Trinity, we can only say that there obi any man na common is obi beka say me present, me future, and then me past. O past, o present, new future. Ni nyina ye ade baako. But oka Trinity and now oka then today we are going to get into these things. Like I said, we will get into a bit of witchcraft, the ancient path, and then we will get into religion, how people see this magic and feel that, oh, how you are being drained or how your energy is taken without your conscience. This is what we are going to talk about. So today we are discussing the circle of magic. And no topic now, discuss it and then genuine intelligence revolves. But fake intelligence is defensive. I wish I can break this down, but my time is so and then and so much. Say genuinely, uye bibia, what's because in sesaye and ye freedom ne fapim. Se uye bibi na eye genuine, wo revolve it, unyini wom, inti sakraye. And no na Bible can the renewal of the mind is part of genuine intelligence. But like I said, fake intelligence is defensive. Onim said they are all yenye, but obe develop energy be odi be defend it they are all yeno. That is what we call fake intelligence. The reason why we need to learn these things, they try to restrict us in so many ways, but we keep fighting the tide. So we will not go the path the storm is taking us. We will fight the right path towards our freedom and also say towards our life so that ye betimi ade ye ho na enu enye comfortable. So I understand everything that I'm going through, that my platform is going through. Let's look at what we have to discuss today. You hear Trinity, you hear Bible, you hear this, you hear magicians, you hear occult, you hear witchcraft. Now what? Oh, yanko na nanom, yanko ye ancient part. A dear na sa nyama ana a dinye din na a have in common. This is what we are going to delve into today. Abusuya, hearing this will easily take our minds off the ring we put on our fingers because yesha rings akodo bebre mi hu ringa eye square say ye square kura be kwa kwosha wonsa na eye round no ye round ye circles. We do a lot of things ignorantly no ye nim ho hwe ye hu awie eye round ye hu mu no nso so eye round. So at this point, when you look into these things, now will be sa ohu say, yet na nanum den na no mu ni ma yen because no mu dan na mu seen around. Omu dan na no mu seen around and san ankrofo we be ye dan na square. E den na ye na nanum eni ma yen na ye nim bibisa. But today we will learn about how secret societies practice the ring ritual and how they find smart ways to include the general populace in it. Okay? If we are so when I no sebe kafra fachame se unim nyansa nyansa enya no den ena enya ne den so nyansa ye nyansa se unim nyansa sebe tafrache ubehu bibi se ye jimisem no wahu se bi ye ma but sebe yo tafrache wo ye obi a unim nyansa bibi a so wonfaso eye den e de ma sa na secret society si omudu omu se bibia so wonfaso until they have a way omo tena wiase mu ma wiase yiye den edema omo very important say ye besua sa niam yi na ye hu sa niam yi pachote ase. Last week I promised to talk about this after we opened the mighty discussion about the Goetia demons. Do you remember I said we are going to get into this? Listen, bidiniame ba forma ma wahu. Se wahu, sa wo pese wo ye bia ye, wo ankasa ye. Sa wo mpese wo ye nso so a, no we yi afim. E na meka no meka unyansa kasa. Nti mesere wa no waba form, no wate ase. You can watch it 3 times because last week na anopa no episodes ni niama meka wo mu bebre esofa ye. Sese ye platform mo ni siso. Omo hwe nti sie no me no beka nyansa kasa nti na meka twi ni bebre wo ha no na wo ankasa waba form no wato bo ase no wahwe na wo hwe nso so a hwe ne mprenu mprensa so that we get it. You see, there are 3 key institutions in the modern study of spirituality. And this is what I want to break it down. So when I am complaining about, say, obi kita nsuo ana kita nsa, the way we kita no na ogu no no, ubetimi ehun say onim dia oye. Copy and paste. I am not bragging. Okay? And now so say me kakeke. People actually don't take their time to study what they want to do. Inti omo study sa nyama wenum ni nyina no. Oh yeah, they look at you and they laugh. Inti me yen so common. Ama wo hwe me no. When how these things work. So that obi ya when we say obe join it and I say won't join it. So these 3 key institutions no I work sembre yi. Baby, I get this from ancient time. I bedru and then I'm pressing me bubu down at the mouth. Religion is one that is more esoteric. Religion, dear no, and on the dark thing like make us a year cheap, and now a year common, and now back us a year body, and now back us a year physical, and now back us a year surface, and on the decline. Then we bring it down to secret societies. Almost so omusia de ehye kokoam de ehye sumase de Bible kase or the secret in esie the royals nti royals ni coaching no mo nkwohwehwe saa nimde no omo na obe from say secret society omo so wo one part and then we migrate to esoteric or metaphysics afeni ye beba behu nia eno so amanfo asua hwehwem asisi ni ginaye no beka say the darker side of it and now the deeper side of it na afi ya ba behwe eno so. When you talk spirituality, it is not anything strange or anything that is unknown to you. Everything is packaged inside of you. But I have already taught us that spirituality is like onion. So as you keep on peeling, so when peeling with knowledge, you get to a point where you get stuck. Now one sheni ya no wakwakotu onion no. Now we get stuck. That is when you enter the ground and you keep bringing out all sort of things that can actually wipe off your entire generation. So spirituality, if you want to practice, knowledge is the first thing. When you read from the Bible to Quran to Bhagavad Gita, all the mystery books, it tells you that your knowledge and the basis of a spirituality. So let's get into this. Into 3 institutions are not 3 key or 3 major institutions. What's spiritual, modern spirituality. And we will get into each and every one of them. So the channel and they ask in all this, we draw varied wisdom. Ebieni wa sebe eyen kwase asem. Ni nyina nyansa wom tie. Anamon a ubetu a ubekwa koduru baby no start free 1. Inti anamon edi kan no se so ni mfaso kora ma wa enyen kwase asem. Eno na wonante wo so koduru baby a waduru. Eno nti na meka tro se emwa ketewa bia appreciate. Because the obi yama wo na wo feel say enya hwe no ebi asa wa anya ne sa anka wanduru baby a waduru no. Inti onipa bi a woni ni besan ne ne mbo de beboa obi ano ma enso mo we ye enyansafo behavior na we na sebe onipa dasani bia hia se obeti ase sebe so wo pese wunyini na wokọ wanimu a emwa ketewa bia ma enso mo. Still, whenever I teach during spiritual, I hope you can identify the differences among these spiritual disciplines and see which pointers I cover and which I ignore. This is educational platform. And like I said, you listen to it, what resonates with you, you pick it, and then what you feel you don't understand or you don't need, you leave it. Why? Because there is nothing like one fit all. And again, the knowledge I disperse on this platform is top notch. It is not for a bad brain. Like I drink it and a fish in a drink, and yes, but akwanya nso de manipa bia waye nadwen so obesua de na wabie ni mu na wa expand ni nim de akwanya kese de ma wo enu nti ye ma ho kwan so obia entena platform no so. But we are not doing doctrines, we are not doing dogma, we are actually not initiating anybody into any cancerous spirituality. We are purely educational platform that believes in pure awakening, liberation, and enlightenment individually. That is why we don't roll you into anything. Ane, eniyama me ko kani nyina me ko ye pointers bi na mabiebie bibia ho e de akyerɛw. Dia ensese me kana me nka, but o esese wutie kasa no nyansa kwan so, because me ntumi nye ni plain enye sa bi o mbetumi aha adwene ewo platform so. But se wo pese wo nyini a wei eye niama a esese wo ye den wuhu ansa na wanyini, ansa na wa practice anything you call awakening. Especially to those who blindly criticize or copy me for chatters. Anka omo betena simple no mo asua no mo ayo mu chatters ni ya anka you okay. But the platform is the source of spirituality for everybody. Those who want to make money out of spirituality, those who don't know how to put topics together. Obia edidi wa nti platform we eye wiase. So when you obia weni eda form a wo sha ade ekwa achi abahu ye start ye kan we ma na we edidi wo baby a me kan mosquito a na obi e pegan na semaka me kan flood a na flood wo baby a YouTube aya ade as a topic eno bia wo be treat you date wo ho until you can cross check. We are so happy that we are the source of spirituality and we are feeding a lot. Until we talk about something, nobody talks about it. Take it anyhow you want. We can talk briefly about the key difference for the mystery class. But the school will surely happen. And when it happens, that is where practicals will actually happen in people's life. So please kindly pay attention to everything we are going to talk about today. You know where the winning. Mythology and ancient mysteries are the backbone of every occult or secret society. Obieni, they cannot do away with mythology, and mythology can never do away with ancient mysteries. This is open knowledge. For religion, it settles on hope for salvation outside your energy centers. This is where religion stands or what religion represents. You can cross-check. That is one. Religion invests in heroes from extraterrestrial worlds to come and miraculously save humanity and rule over humankind. In secret societies, they use research to uncover hidden secrets that provide special keys for different needs, not only salvation. Into when the difference between salvation na sorry no ehwehwe any idea omu base woso and afi waba be hu secret society no so omo so salvation no ade a omo de hwehwe any de omu base woso so when ade amienu we obi atie ena wagye adi ena ote ho ena otwen eno no na obi so hwehwe ehu se de eba se de ekọ so that ohu a obehu se we mihu we ebefa ha akọ ha na aba ha. Because secret society no understand the common word that Trinity is past, present and future. They work together. Just like the Christians will say Trinity. In actual fact, Trinity is actually not in the Bible. But they know the mysteries. They hear the mysteries, but decoding them is a problem for them. But secret societies, when they hear these things, they know say past, present, and future. So if they want to have salvation, they have to work on their present. And the present nimu and the future no ewo. Na present nimu and na past no. Until they are not static, waiting for a Messiah to come and save them. They are putting this Trinity together so they are able to arrive at a safety path. Into material how Christianity or religion understand this, and material also said ya senka Christ of what ya say heaven no mo kono eye omu future. Enti omu present no omu time ye wiase we no omu be prapra. No moon sisi dying in sigata so because they should be comfortable here. So omo ti ase say ahani here because ahani mu ena omo heaven no omo penny be free aba. They are able to put this place together, but sebiota fracture saying ena omo dwene because salvation ewa hyase na hyase ne say wo be accept Christ no we lead Christ abrabo na endwuma so aba endwuma no na Bible kan o se fa yam hyehye ene ahopopo fa ye wo nkwagye hu adwuma what you say na wie ye no na salvation beba but ye yakati bi egu na ye say yetena salvation ni gate ano a salvation ni beba be fa yen akọ but in natural fact no wo hwe Bible mu a baabie ni kwa obi anya ndwuma bi na bibi nkwagye bi ba na brabom somewhere yes you sorry so okohwehwe donkey no okohwehwe no na okosi odifo na odifo ne hye ne nkom no hye ne na ebe ma obeye kese wo hwe the gate of beatitude a eho no mo na yes se Paul ni Peter se hwan yo omukoto obubu ani ni wo ho no omusi omuka kire ne so onsore wan sore no na ese se omutwe omunsa na omuso twe no na omutwe ni gina ho gidi a enwuma enka ho no eye gidi hunu it is biblical. Until you cannot tell me that you can pray for nothing to happen for floods. Ah, unim nyansa. Se wo etese wo pra wo gatam, etese wo nsi dan nsi waterway, ensese wo feel gata na wo si asore dan no edisi so. Eno no yende. Ah, ministers ne president ekopra gatam. Na papa da no wanya ne Sunday amom. Ya ni sika wama 2 days sika e ba be say production 2 days production is going to go waste. Nka say wo ya ne Sunday nkrofo no kwoto asori offering ne ma o ma so offering ne hia omoto ma omo wi a na nka obi akopra papa you can equally make it a law se baby asori wo bia no twama ya osi bi ma asori no omo nya responsible for aprapra no every Sunday omo pon a omo prapra no omo mpeke that no ya share football Japan football omo wi obi e body rubber bag by they started picking they didn't call God they didn't do praise and worship. Why can't we do this 2 days production? Me say ma boka poto. On Friday no omo afan omo so omo mba omo kopra. Saturday so omo afan ma boka aba untu e bi mame. Yenya ni Sunday say Friday si bia na Muslims no omo apra ba bia mosque si bia no watwa 10 miles every Friday. No my communal labor. Sunday bia na asori fo no so ba bia asori ni wo bia asori na do so ama se wo ka se 2 miles bia mpo no omo mpra omo pro mba koto asori ba ho omo so pra 2 miles mba koto Ghana be clean. We don't have to waste our time that we are going to sweep. And our whole president, all the ministers have left parliament and omo pra nti se BBC se si a bronsa mura parliament wo se si ho na be se via konyo na egu no and security for that is just by the way. So when we talk about the teachings of spirituality, as I do here, I want you to understand the platform on which the discussion is based. What do I mean when I say this? It's a platform where I say, in short, know the grounds for the Trinity. So one thing I deal with I say, and I be can say Christoph what I say, or mu future na ye heaven no mo kono. Future ne dwells in the your present. And I sound to dwelling in the your past and son or mobile repenting now. Life will be easy. And when I make sure so Trinity nothing in this manner, we are able to help our own self, which is that the your primary distinction between religion and secret societies lies in their approach to openness. 1, purpose. 2, and organization. So when what's the name Trinity no? Medical ma baako. Past, present, and future. And a masanya so ama ubium say ancient mythology and a modern spirituality and our witchcraft. And a masabema another level of Trinity, openness, purpose, and organization. So one better Trinity as you say now. As I said, religion emphasizes public spiritual salvation and external divine worship. This is where religion is holding on to. Whereas secret societies such as Freemasonry focus on exclusive social connections, hidden knowledge, and ancient private rituals. So, omo operate on the wings of Trinity. Inti omo na omo betumi ama asase na ye yie, omo betumi ama omo abrabo aye yie. Na omo nipadua na sum adwono. Na so omo pese omo hwehwe nimdia omo ahwehwe. I was telling a class that me, I read myself, I read books, and I read frequency. I am not your ordinary spiritual person. Because I can read the weather, say it anyhow, can read frequency. I've told you this. And I read books like I learn from every source. And I can read me. All right? So I am not your ordinary spiritual person, but this is what the occultists or the Freemasonry or the secret societies apply, the wings of Trinity. There are people who just declare it, who just say it, but omu ni hu ahoden, omu ni hu nimdeɛ, but nipa omu apply no, eno na mada na di akyerɛ wo no. Eno na metsan so mabubum e de ama wo no. So I can say they have the knowledge religion lacks, like the Bible tells them. Lack of knowledge, my people perish. They keep on shouting, Trinity, Trinity, Trinity. They don't have the wheels. It has got nothing to do with them. If someone asks you, but ask Maame Grace about numerology and astrology. Obi kase kobisa Maame Grace numerology and astrology. Ebusuya, Misrewa. Tell them the Son of God and the 12 disciples from a religion. So oka chemza mkoka astrology na so Kristo ni so te osofote TV so say astrology ni Bible mu we na bazarot totally o Bible nu mu bare. I've done this when I was on TV. I've done this episode years ago. Nyafe na mesa aka but omo si ko bisa me say eno na machire wo. And the sun with the 12 zodiac signs from astrology. And so once their pastor does not teach them the secret behind that, then astrology is hidden and Jesus is public. Inti a Christopher Nebeka and Jesus ye say omo believe say yes yesu afo no no omo yedum yenu. No mo believing so say Yesu ye wo no stars and edi nkrofo na nim kan and edi achede ye koma Jesus, but omo beka kire wo say astrology is forbidden in Christianity. This is the difference. They do shallow spirituality. They keep preaching Jesus, but the source of Jesus, they have zero knowledge about it. Enti se wo ye kwadwen say wo be sa atade sebe na wo ndware wo ho a what dress kama? Oh, yet you oh can you be aka, but you need benefit no. That is why sometimes when I look at Christians, I can say boldly that omoke come when nim echire nyamesompa na nso omu nimu ahoden. Sa na pe wote de amekan. This super El Nino is everywhere. Nti wo ye sofo pa ye bishop. Na wo gina public na camera si so now so bomb pa ya stop a flood now your software na timi ka say boni aya ye nti e na we ya ba ye so a ye so shameful. I'm not going to get deeper into this. So if you are a pastor and you tell people zodiac sign is you lack knowledge in actual fact. But I am not blaming you because the dogma and the doctrine that was selling so no for no. This is the level it can only take you. Sebe egbemela alo ella. Onto mini nipa da sani enyepe. Yemfentu ho ya lack of knowledge, you people perish indeed. The Bible says, know the truth, and the truth shall set you free. This is biblical. This is scriptural. Who yourself, why are you condemning zodiac signs? And don't think I am preaching zodiac signs. I remember the first time I did pineal gland and zodiacs, this Mazarot on TV, I went through a lot of backlash. because makoka say enye Christopher whatever. Eye baby a wote no. Enti abusua obi antan obi aso wahu, but we should I think we've gotten to a point where we have to admit sa ade na ye nya ho faso. Nti ye be ye hu bibi. Na minim so said the most difficult thing to do in life is to learn. Adesua edin papa abusua. Don't worry. There is occultism in all religions. Ma what you say, memo obi an control say, Yesu, ewe asuafo 12. No me control say zodiac sign, and also say astrology mbrunsam. Adesua ye den into to get to that level. Na yasem. Into na make control there's occultism in all religions. Me iba from Judaism, Islam, Buddhism, etc. Ni na be canstrous na aba beye. There's the darker part of it. That is why unya wo mkodu baby ye initiate you into baby, na ya lift you into baby, ubefi mualim, na wako ehin na wako ehin na wako de keka e kan shake ni de ni nyina na chese usua bibi ekọ wanim. So there is hidden part or the darker part of everything we do. So nima stop condemning it. That's the point. They will have their ancient hidden rituals that don't come to light in public. And one day, we will learn them at our mystery school. This is spiritual hour. Abusia. The wabaso. Na mama wakwaba. Se nene di kanya. Pacho no wa subscribe it. Now wa comment it. Tell us what you feel we should talk about. And then tell us what you think we should add to the show. Mwada da fuona muwa sono. Sada afofrofo ne betum no mu hiamwa. Somehow, my name is always Maame Grace, the queen of all sides of spirituality. Because Monsieur Bibia, okay, son of power, we make catch wrong. So don't come and threaten me with fire, because I am queen of hell. I rule there. And you cannot come and threaten me with fire. Maybe you're the source of that hell fire. See, forget it. I told you, me did baby also. Because Monsieur Bibia, like I said, I learn everything. And by the way, Nananum too has a religious part and an occult part as well. It is a washa conforna who to me say way the allo, who to me say lawu, who to me say hey we o bibi kakane na de na ba wan polish ho. Ube obi bi sam say ho so me wo ho. Baby I learn all round. Inti na mitumi ye bold. E ka kire wo say obi wo kita nsan mu no ohwi a utumi so ni mu hwe. Copy and paste. Practice. Ajana one. Let's learn about the ring and the circle of Solomon as part of our understanding of the 72 Goetia demons. Ade ende no ye ba besie nie. Safe na wo de ato ha ende na akwa aba. And that spiritual one, no, we say utie because of the yen sakasa, said the uncle for you be chasing. Aqua babu. I believed you, I believed you, I believed you, I believed you. I send you love. I send you love, I send you strength, I send you joy, I send you light, I send you pure light, I send you pure energies. I believed you, I do not bless you, I believed you. I believed you, I do not bless you. I wish you a nature day and I welcome you to another episode of a spiritual hour. I'm always the pride of our ancestors. They smell through me. They drop every particle of information through me to us. I speak their mind. They have their pride in me. I welcome us once again to another episode of Spiritual Hour. Today we are discussing the circle of magic. In this mystery class lecture, we will break down the esoteric and mythological layers embedded in everyday public entertainment. Akasam kese eniama ye feel say ye suro ni ayem pese ye beti na ya rapi ho ni ya ye ni easy na ya ye no common na wo ye biye na fe wote we ase a wahu say sebe it is ignorant on your side. Sa ade a wo practice na no wo besa akogina baabi akondem asa waste time ekumburunsam a wote ne baabi eyeden ewo ho with a specific focus on the structure of the modern circles. Medical break it down Trinity at the amount on so many levels. I saw a movie somewhere last year, baby. Some magicians who practice top-notch illusions. And that's what wow, a baby, I anything strange. To what I won't share no ube to me aqua. Be anyway you joke for me. And a BB also new way you movie for me. Because my culture will pay sabrofu. Omun Jimmy, no more the millions of dollars. As a movie, omun benefit. They don't waste their time like us. My way, and yeah, common. Na dear way na me try say me explain it to mu. Last week anapana ye video ninya issues nti minim. Eno na obehu agro ya omo akan ye omo kosi ye enche ye ya. Ye ko obi ya omo boy ye ba omo boy ye we are going yes akan ye omo kosi ye. Sa akan sie no na hyase ena me de hye ntokwa na omo kokon ye no ena me ka kire o se de omo benya obi ayi emotions wom nti obi ya be ko o keka akọ represent nti wo ko ane ye nyina omo ko ye wo ga na nyina me kora bi posti bi ye nyina ye de energy gumu na ye de endorse de ye de be endorse ena ye de ba me to me bu kire mu na omo twitwa ho ni nyina tugu nti mu de mo ma ye ntwa so ewo ho kakra bi but me pese wote de America na senti na mebubu ha kakra na ma. Most of you are watching me from Canada, the USA, and Europe. May have visited big time entertainment parks with your children and would have noticed two main things. Ewo honomo se mo ani da fom dia e na mo behu aya mo mfa nkola no empie mo ma mo vacation because mo mpo de muti ayeye omo de ni nyina aka mo abrabo ho ma mo wo ho. Hey, on a more serious note, Ghana ye wo problem o. Ensuo ye fa yen we de kafra mo mfa nche me. I saw a guy upon my dear pass seriously. Or see the near Marseille. And all crazy fans. And Crawford saw more dying. Into your hand no structures need to say insurance no or be beneath funny sick and kutia insurance on yeda. Abrochu to your insurance now kanya problema. Omoma o campo mauchi. Omoya would any year we are now they are brother. Ye near matter send waha. Na ye nipa na ye timuno so. Ye say asam no kaka hu so de fa benkumu de fa nimfa ye mfa nto anya no ne ye ka ho asem nti e ho de o ma ye structures ni ye vacation ni ade nyina wo ho ti ye amfa mofra ni pie wo de mofra ni pie so a enhye omo so chenchena ache say de a wo pe no omo nhwe no omo pay attention wo ho me mo nkohwe asa na omo sa ne keke. Allow the children no omo nhwe de omo pe no omo nsua de egum because omo de aya no omo gland ni ye very soft enye cake to say me no wo de no. That circle of horses that goes round, and usually a clown with a black hat. I don't know if I have shown you guys that, but I used to read tarot very well. No, I think in Crophonim. When we were at the Dhaka studio, now we be tarot, go bebre cars, no, plenty. And I make catch them our platform. We also say no Ghanaian. Ghana ni be anywhere what tarot cards no already card wo Ghana. Me na me read cards no ha obehu tarot bebre nti wo ba me office wo no ma new office na obehu set up mienu na wo baby a metena eye consultation na baby a metena read sa table no so e wo but I've stopped reading them. I've gone past that stage menyi everywhere but maybe one day no we will do this for free like you be call life na yeah. One day we will go live and read tarot cards on your names and birth codes. I didn't say birthdays. I said birth codes. Yeah. Please don't come to my office for me to do this. I've gone past this. Be a me first boys ni bi na me training your mo. That is fine, but I'm going past this. So don't come to my office. Say me read tarot now. Me the tarot sometime I'm be reading. Me use 1 minute. At the INT, I don't actually waste so much time or you. Say no, I don't do Reiki. Biom osha ha ubehu se me bows no me singing bows no and I don't do them anymore. Say no I don't beat these things anymore. Me feel say my grow past that. So the same way I don't read tarots anymore. Nti member me office no e wo ho omo amene omo ye so we na bi wo ho no ma na ye but one day we will go live and then we'll be reading them for people. for free, natural fact. Now, for standard cards, because me educated in that, or I have a certificate in that, into me mouse sources in ibi. Joker or the clown has a close connection to the fool from the tarot deck. That's what in both the clown and the joker serve as symbols of new beginnings. Sure? So, you're endowed in the things of the spirit. You don't throw anything away. You don't won't belittle bibia, won't disregard the obi. Who be said no one faso. But what you say, the clown is a wild card and a disruptor. I said, remember these details. No, be show me wa brochire baby when we say ade American and yet chatters. And you in your ordinary life, you will call someone a fool because we're Jimmy to you. And tia say na wuni. Na ka obo say Jimmy phobia ni wiase. Because biara ba life ni say ye papa ye boni e wo purpose. Abusia say gata bi da wanim na say wo botra 100 times, wo botra 99 times. Who we move it to the next level. We say, Bibi anywhere you are not learning from it. The reason it keeps repeating itself. Because idea be a wusia na wuhuno. Who man repeating because when we are the probe year free and until 70 years flood, mukoswa donate, mu yesay, and I who say me woman say, a nipa and minim someone show news so said Daniel, Papa Mama. Don't let anybody stress you. Just stop stressing yourself. This is not political. This is not you. Nobody can blame you. This thing is happening all over the world. News. They are so limited because how they get money, some of them, it's easy. So sleep, wake up, count, and buy. That's what they are busy doing. Blame me wupon wakacho se ko bompaye. Osipa you know is going on everywhere. Aden na how papa en how was aniama we hu. En how na omo tete gata ni no mote gata ni no mo de agu gata ni top. Nsuo touch na mo nsan ko round. Ni nyina be wash yakob. Why are we like this? Who obi se wajimi, obi enjimi ye. Obi amata, bibi amata. Flood na ekoso, ekoso, opese o kire say ye bibi. And yes, they be anad mo bibi or mokoche, no more trafutu will be no be a sidan womb, side chicken yaka womb, no sense in this. But in the world of magic, the fool who performs the illusion has the key to your reality. Well, Sanyama way na abrabo echere yen Sanyama way. Because sometimes you invest into a business. Now one dream, but we see can share afena usia. Yes, experience is the best teacher. There are some simple things in life that when you take for granted or reject it, a lot of holes and cracks in your life are thorns. Don't ignore anything that confronts you. Because I know the the fools or the joker have the secret to a new beginning that you are being misled from. I don't know medical breaking it down. When you look at a circus, you are not just looking at a modern performance. You are looking at a retold occult ritual. You are in the midst of an ancient, powerful, transformational ritual. So when you go to festivals, now ceremonies, you are able to tell. It's straightforward. Let us start with the figure of King Solomon. Every day, but muya confused. In Jewish mythology, particularly in magical texts, just as the Testament of Solomon and in European witchcraft traditions, Solomon is the original ringmaster. Inti se wo wa asore na waji Solomon atum. Anio na eye wo se wo Judaism mu na emfa wo ho a na machiro no Judaism mu no mo frɛ no mythology. Wo de ba asore ho no mo soso a eno na machire wo no. Mu bo Solomon din, mu gi ne di moto ndwom e de ma no. But se wo de ba na wo de ba Europe a eno na ye witchcraft tradition na wuhu no ni nyina ya de koro na sa ade spirituality ni nyina wo be hu ring wom e the same Solomon no a ma make asem bi nkyira wenne in witchcraft Solomon is the king magician. Inti se mo do Solomon so much e wa asore ho na ne temple o si ye nti na de keka ho ba ho a men time na boss na nkasa no to ho. The archetype of Solomon is a magician figure for European magic and witchcraft. And no makacho, you can do your findings. The myth states that the God of the Bible gifted Solomon a magical ring engraved with the tetragrammaton. Grammaton na mubewu amano. Eno so no. We have a full episode about this on this same platform. You can go and watch. With this ring, Solomon gained the power to summon, bind, and command demons, which are now known as the Goetia. And he forced these entities to labor for him to build the first temple in Jerusalem. Into the temple now, Nyankopon se ma David insi, because David akon bebre na ne nsa ho die o, ne nsa ho wo moja. Enti ma ne nsi asore dan ma no, na emom ne ba Solomon ahyawo ni the gay no, ono na obema na si asore dan no. Asore dan no oni demons na si ye. Nti nko obi a ne nsa ho aye moja ne obi a wafere demon eni ni si asore dan, which is which ye fa no nsi we, because asore dan ni ye de hoahoa ye ho. Ai Solomon's temple ye be ka ye fa no nsi wo. Now look at how this exact mythological mystery translates to a Freemasonic lodge. Someone American at the corona na muyo, but mun ko deep nti obi ko deep than mo aminim say ya hoye o say ye dambo so na mo condemn no. If you visit any secret society place or temples, you will find this particular symbol there. Usually this is public knowledge. And no the omo fancy ayeti say Jesus din no. Obi ya bobi. They don't keep it as a secret that much. Ja eyade a enisu a obi anim Yesu dimbo okonfo obo obi abo sa na akoye enisu ade no show. Some even leave it on their website. Eyade ade. What is it? They have clearly communicated that within the lodges or temples of occult societies, only one person is permitted to wear a hat during meetings. Meeting plane. It is the Grand Master who is allowed to wear that hat. Dear Ben Hatter, I didn't know no pet and a sort to mission. Freemason for Amushemina and I send you guys love. If you are in a proper occult group too, I send you love. But I have a message for you guys. The Freemasonry, the occult societies, the reason you people were existing was knowledge. The knowledge that was not out there for a layman or for ordinary man. Now the knowledge is everywhere. So what is the basis of the group now? It's a question. If you are Freemasonry, if you are an occult society and you can come and educate us, the platform is open. I have many questions to ask your existence now. Because the knowledge that gave you the power to be a Freemason, the knowledge is now out of the bag. It is everywhere. The 1 million years, 100,000 years, 200,000 years books are not copyright. Now everything is out, bro. So there is nothing there for you to keep. So what is the basis of the group now? Where your question na ye hia some to me be boy ye ye ti ase a ye ni beji ye baby sa real questions. We are not coming to do wow. Oh yeah, no. Ye baby sa question. Crofo so omo mba platforms because my questions now no dey. We want knowledge, so we ask real questions. I mean intelligence ones are that matter. Enti dia me bi sa ne se se dia na mosom because crofo we no omo ye ni clearly like niyama ni bi o wa se se de da bonten. Traditionally, this is a black top hat. And no na grandmaster no obeshe tio. The fraternity usually explicitly state that this hat represents King Solomon's crown. The joker or the fool. King Solomon's crown. So obi kasa wo de o ye crown pa o. Any crown na e she ni peti so no. Aya na understanding no ye confused until you understand spiritual language. Some of the things you will play with it. Let's continue. The Grandmaster serves as the living representation of Solomon within the temple's ritual space. This is why he is the chief magician at that moment or at that part. A lot of chief magicians are in the church. Ready. And this brings us directly back to the circus analogy. By the way, I am not saying you should stop taking your family to circles. I'm not saying that, especially those in London. For those of you in London, the weather is hot. If you have to go out to see a circus, please do. You can't say but me knowledge. Because I am only teaching, but my teachings always secures your own energy. Because human beings are like energy batteries. I am just putting a head on you. So you don't just give your energy. But when you have head on your battery, you are able to calculate and think. So nobody drains you for free. You give when you feel like giving. You retreat if you feel like retreating because you are not just a battery without head. Maame Grace has putting a head on you. This is what I'm doing. Until person wouldn't call an circles and patrol and cast a Maame Grace says into form, please take them. Usually at the circles, the joker or ringmaster stands in the exact center of the performance space, wearing a black top hat. And no matter what does that mean for our world? Sadia ne ekyeresen wo ye wiase mu sadia wo de beba form a wo behu a wo bete ase na anya wo sa asori dem na wo kosha nkwaje wo wo nantie mu behwe ni yi odidie mu wahwe ni yi ba bia betena wahwe ni wagodie mu po wo behwe ni yi eno ena ema nkwa ana ema nkwa tenten. The ringmaster at the circus wearing a black hat simply mirrors the grand master of the secret society, as well as King Solomon's ring and hat. The circus ring itself represents Solomon's magic ring. When you ask them, what's the meaning of the ring? The funniest aspect of it is crystal and was a fake. Say a silver and a fake silver. Say your gold and a fake gold. So why are you really disturbing yourself? What's the point? If you can't do the real thing, sit down and prepare yourself well. Anyways, it's also fine. Abusia, maka the joker and maka the ringmaster. So don't get confused about these two people. This is the joker and this is the ringmaster. So please get it straight so you don't get confused. What is the magic ring of Solomon? In occultism, the Solomon magic ring is the bounded sacred circle used in ceremonial magic to contain summoned entities and wild spirits. If you remember, when I did the salt magic, the way omo welcome spirits. No omo di omo ye adwuma wi a omo wo kwan omo osha omo digya omo kwan. You draw circles and na put to particular places there and na mo frefre sunsun because frɛ sunsun a man restrictions nti na me say mo bebre mo de mo ho atoto problem. But this is what these secret societies no omo ye omo bema sunsun no asase a on operate wo so omo njai no onyankopon wo obo ade akura mo na mo kan ye ni nyansam no mo se obopo na o ka kire po se wo beduru ha san nako nti epo ne ba o ba bi obeduru obobo beduru a na wasan akọ pamucho wo spiritual people nyina we your topic we betumi abe discuss wo platform no so a ebe you okay se mo frɛ sunsum na mo frɛ na mo de de na e welcome no mo de de na eja ne kwan na restrictions ben e na mo de mo na sunsum na mo frɛ na ya frequency ben e na de ba na ya contract ben e na mo ne wo ansa mo tumi afrɛ na ma na disende we assignment Revelations platform is open. If you can come and let us discuss, it will be nice. If you feel you want to discuss this on your platform too, it's equally fine. Don't say, yeah, we'll try 1 month, I just 2 months. Discuss it. Nobody is charging anybody for anything. And that's why they draw that circle. If you draw the sigil of the demon, you draw a magic ring of Solomon around the sigil so that the demon, when it appears, can be contained within that circle. And so woman restrictions be. Edu, ye niyama anyhow. Na ye cause ye so much problems ignorantly. Ye niyama obi ye na ya copy na ye na de ye to so many problems. That is the exact function of the ring, as it contained demons and controlled them. Into almost say, na ring no shano of red demon we are. No, or say dear now to me, we say, yeah, yes, our episode, no, our platform, no, so I believe Mary Boache can help us find it. Now, the clowns and performers who surround the ringmaster in the circles, acting out chaotic, bizarre, and non-human behaviors, represent the bound demons of the Goetia. Enti sa clowns na omo wa na ye musam wajimi no omo njimi omo na omo ye avatar ana omo soa sunsum no sa de we da ye be ye Asian de ye be koye die mu no me breaking it down de enti anka akom besi obi so a ohu ne ho ano na sebio kafrache obi a wako school na nani ebie na obe ye ne mu niama bi na sebi wanhwe kora na ne ho wapa ne ho ne ade a ohu ne ye beteki ye time ne yakoho no so deeper. The entire circles layout is a visually coded Freemasonic demon summoning ritual. So afi wahu sade yete hwe ewiase no wahu se wuhu professors se wuhu these druids na professors na first na omo asua de adane sunsum na wo hwe omo wanhwa obuo kura wuhu omo se wokọ London na baby mo amintumi nkikanti na wokọ hu druids na omo atade kura hwe omo ko otukura atete wanhwe obuo ba ku sei wonfa amanu mposo ye nipa nti sa akomsi obi so na nka oye ne ho se wabodam ne sa anyama na kono. In fact, there are these spiritual people eyesesi anu na nipa enye nipa papa no munye nokurentia ye wonkrofo yi bi o titi ni sunsum sori sofo asofo ni bi first tete no omo tumi samonsi niama me possess omo sebeta frache ema ebi mukura niama omo ye mintumi nka enti nanka wo wudi omo achi nti sade ni possess omo awo na wo hwe omo so wodam ho nti niama omo beye sebe minka mintumi nka eniama omo beye wodam wo ni nyina no wo na sese wo kipi na enti na yo omo ware bebre no omo wo nipa omo ne omo ye na sese no kora ne wo he nti senka omo di obi beye. Let's me leave that one. But there me person me chira ne say when real spirits possesses people onu nipa na nkasa onim ne a okom nti no onu ankasa owo baabi anti ne mehu obi asabio ohun ni say oye clown nti onu de oye jimifo onu no so atumi no ahapa na metumi aka akodu ko ka ne bebra platform na meka no omo de omani asiso nti ehun obi ase sabio oye jimifo ana bibi. Because when real spirits possesses people, sunsum ni nim ye rules ni ye laws no ha. Nti nipa ne be ye bibia. Nti omo shed that see these clowns no for the energies to possess them. Said they be awadwin kura enkoso. When the public gathers around this ring, we can ring na tiase circles tiase watches the performance no mo hwe and react with awe, fear and laughter. Omo feel say ya agoro. They are unconsciously directing their collective psychic energy into an ancient occult framework. And you feel say wako jina and omo ya asore no and anointing ife nkrofo and na wo de wo nka wo na wo de wo sere. You are also playing a part. You are also donating your psychic energy. Inti wo kwhwa anka de na ese wo ye ansa no wakohwe. Because who feel say eno de just a game. Na ukokra say clowns na wo ho na omo sesa e na omo ye we nti enye hwe wa adwene no na ye de afa wase wakoye we awie no na wo ba na wo beso da ya na wo maame ote ne ba bi obi abo ne ba yi no ono na wo bo mpa ye gu no so. You see how we are joking. Nimdie no eda ye na ho Ye nims how ye be protect ye home from it. Ne ye point fingers at wrong people. Yes, the reason a circus needs a lot of people to come and cheer, cry, laugh, and panic is to provide the necessary charge to fire up the ritual. When I mean to mean me, I'm coach me last week. I'm video yes, as yes, because young crop for no call no muko jinem say ye na ye de Ghana. Omo mu besusu se bi otafrache. Ebi kura wuye. Se wa donation na ye no. Eno me chire mu amaso be Humans are like energy batteries, but we don't know. Ye nim ade a ye soa. This is why the World Cup is so magnificent and awesome. Say pen me to me aka fa sa. Last week you ade. There must be an emotionally charged atmosphere with hate, love, cheers, tears, and a deep mix of the darkest, thickest emotions. SSS anyama we to missy and kanokre yankrofo no kogina mu no say ye kosa anyama we nyina mu hwe Egypt ni Argentina for ball yi a omo ball yi hwe de esi ye ewiase nyina omo ye emotional because one why you wanaze you know what say Africa for yi one represent ewie won kofie nti akwana wo be fada wo be jam kwa aba represent ya donate ewie nti owukọ and I be ya asem ti ye nyina ye emotions eko shame Christopher Kremofo nananmo obia emotions Argentina ne Egypt ball ne de the least we say the better and no do omo harvest real well ediko shame someone wade no. What the modern world views as simple entertainment is usually a structured centuries-old ritual of control and invocation operating in plain sight. In plain sight, until we decide to learn, we will just be noise makers and we wouldn't know what to do with our lives. Why is Maame Grace talking about those? Why am I highlighting these deep subjects? If I say before I say, so we are doing so win football, you were a joker. You were going to donate, understand this. And no peace, you are going to participate. When you say this, we are better. I want you to protect your energy. The reason I open up to this knowledge to us. We are absolutely nothing in the eyes of these people or whatever entities they are. We are nothing before them. Nanka sorry ni ina kasa nsem way de chire yenya. Can we do better things and we see better life in our countries? But yeah say ye kobi. Ya boy ya she ye nsulo biala. Fire ye de gu muso ya hyeomo pack ye niama aba. Yeah, what I say? Me, I told you I am going to support, and not because they are winning. I was honest with you, but because they are all I have. They are my brothers. It's an donating no ba. If we learn these lessons, when our people are going, we are able to educate the public that but yeah, kono say nti no mo be mo obi a hihye ni niama no they or twam no represent no they are telling the people that they've accepted, they've given out. Obi amfetu ambisi. What are we doing about these things? Instead of predicting say football be say what does it have to what is your cause? You don't even know what's going on. They use us to vibrate and supercharge their rituals, bringing about changes and so many things into this realm. A portal no mu bi maka we dada the Olympics me ne mo kan ho asem we so wa wo hwe opening ayini bia nya me na me ba bejo menu ma kire hu ye na me ko chire mu a omo blocking me video. Why are we joking here? Adenti ni ye pa gro die sa e wo krom a ye serious. The comfort with which our energy is being consumed is heartbreaking. And before the moya mobo, and before moya mobo too much. Look at the football matches when one team loses. Millions of people weep. They need that. We've done this episode before. While millions jubilate in extreme happiness, they need that as well. Because almost a whole bunch of entities, obiani adia odi, obiani adia ono, we release all these emotions and they grab them and use them to perform rituals to summon entities into our world. No more babe oppressing or suffer. We have never won against them. They have trapped us and are feeding on our energies. What are you saying? Nanka dia yehu. Ade na wo bishop wo kasa asem we kire yen say e wo pray that me football. I'm like, wow. So when we be panka, you will tell us what they are doing there. And then you were able to tell our president, say, Papa, my yeyi kapre bi ni yen fan kofa ho ni yen bra na nkrofu yi. Omo koshi yesi keke. Yet ye predicting, believing we see things. Until one more year inauguration, I'm going to be Salmon. Or the Papa Maame is going to me and one can't and collect the wound. You see nothing. You come with me, buff. Ye winning ain't a one crop for you, so a brofi. Ye winning almost a yam back from. Nay, and ye address ye be redeemed to be biania to your what by your cheers, dear. Near to the way I get practices spirituality, nothing. Ne yesi ye be ne nam se nya akobra ko wobre ni dia ye be dinti yentumi nka no kore dia ye be bre papa because there is a reason why this Yahweh God obefe nipa wa techem no de na si obotan so asiesie because obi o wa techem de wo fa no na wo siesie na ade obe prevent pa ne so onto ateche ni mu biom. Enti wo ka kire so ntwam turo wo wiase nyinara obetwa protect ba bia wa begina no because pese obekọ ateche ni mu biom nti no mpe nipa omode ho dada because obi ode ne ho dada de won to me man instructions. Anything that they be okofa weed smokers, armed robbers. Now say, Annie, because weed smokers, armed robbers are people that have the right to be in prison. It is okofa omo oni omo life. No asesa omo abrabo with the fake life. Into this armed robbers know that they are saying what they are doing in Christendom, whatever, is a lie. But they can never repent and tell the truth. Because if they tell the truth, they'll become nobodies. Because in natural fact, when they pick them, they were nobodies. Nobody wants to go back to the gutters. This is why Yahweh pick people from whatever you can say. Because obi ordin who they want to be man instructions to the vulnerable people and offer. Into some case of any flat so anybody to me defending the lies. That's why I said this from the beginning that genuine intelligence revolves, but fake intelligence is defensive. We release all these energies for them. Why are you predicting over this? You are not telling us exactly what is happening. You are not telling us what exactly is happening. In actual fact, looking at Egypt in Argentina ball, is it me that will tell you that they realized that Egypt for my representative Munkofi? So now you saw it. Until then, prediction I will say, oh yeah, about football. This is the main reason to predict it for DA. We have never won against them because they are so low. They are drawn. We lie, protecting food, nothing else. So I want you to protect your energies. That is why we'll be talking and shouting and screaming. Collectively, if we deny our energy, maybe, just maybe, one day we will be free from this prison planet. The only thing you need to do as a nipa daseni is to protect your energy. The day you do this, you are able to free your soul from all these shackles. Your pastor is predicting about matches. Instead of teaching you how to watch without giving your energy to it. Or no predict krama wakoshe say, the obeka so be wini no, the emotions are shame. Me pastor can say, hey, no more bete so, omo bete woso, omo bete woso. And you go and give your tithe to him. We jawa ma wako donate energy now sand usika so akomano. They can't omo predict asofo no musi omu ade no. Why didn't you want Ghanaians? Someone saying, the donation. What did you people talk about? Me share social media no so nyina. Some me share spiritual people. The main thing that is going to happen, they were predicting. They were rather predicting. We are so sad. Because that's where they feed. Until they don't want to do the real thing. I have told you, real intelligence revolves. But fake intelligence is defensive. No man and the way I say conconsania me. Go and give your tithe. Share this with your pastor to save them from giving their energy to ancient European witchcraft rituals. Say, share this with your spiritual boss or madam. Share this with them. This is what we need to protect our people. Let's put souls first. Ani o ebusuya. We nti na mekasa ama me kon hu nyina atwentumi. Se yehu saa niam ya ye nim kwan ya ye befa so ye nkrofo beko ye de omo beba. So omo atrape ye mpo ne ye ni hwe be na ye dan ya se ye kọ na ye kọ present ye ho a ye beko a ye donate ye energy na ye mba na afa ne ye be struggle na ye be ye poor. Ya kọ ya ba nsuo na afa ye. Hanam de mu besi akram.